Hey guys, this is Silas Phillips over at Victory Honda of Muncie, and today I'm about to show you our 2019 Honda Insight. Now, if you're familiar with the previous generation of the Insight, they were nowhere near as good looking as this one. This is a touring trim specifically, so there's a couple things I'll point out to you before I really get started. But side note, this was made in Greensburg, Indiana, same assembly line as the Civics. It's actually built on the same chassis, basically the same size, so it's pretty nice. So check this out. Greensburg, Indiana. Now this does have a 1.5 liter engine attached to the hybrid powertrain. If I can pop the hood with one hand here, there we go. So there's the 1.5 liter engine. Now it's connected to a dual motor system that doubles up for regenerative braking, and it also doubles up as a transmission. So it is pretty revolutionary how they do that. Really high grade stuff that I can't quite wrap my head around quite yet, but it's proven to just be incredible technology. And of course we have our beautiful chrome fascia, which is becoming kind of a trend for Honda vehicles. We've got our LED daytime running lights. A little difficult to see through the camera, but you can see them there. Now the Touring does have the LED high beam and low beam. Got the LED fog lights down below. It's a really pretty car. So Honda sensing is standard on the Insight, which is starting to become a trend among Hondas. So, you know, a problem that people seem to have, oh, whoops, I just popped the hood again. There we go. Just like the Civic. A problem that people seem to have with smaller cars is they don't feel like they get enough space. So, I mean, Honda's always been good about making a lot of space out of a little bit of a car. But, you know, as the cars are getting bigger with Honda, I mean, we've just got an immense amount of space here. And typically, hybrids usually have a big old battery back here that are keeping you from having your extra space, which is just simply not the case. Got a lot of space back there. Still have your multi-angle rear view camera, which is amazing with Honda. And again, Touring. Coming around this way, you can just see just how pretty this car is from all angles. So, the Insight is maintaining the smart lane. I always do that in all my videos. I say smart lane for some reason. I don't know why. This is Honda Lane Watch. So this camera will light up your rear blind spot on your right side, and it basically eliminates it. Now they don't have it on the left side because it doesn't make sense to look to your screen on the right when you're going left. And I guess I'll close the hood since I popped it twice like a goofball. There we go. Alright, smart entry, which is on EX and up. And by the way, there's only 3 trim levels. There's LX, EX, and Touring. Now the Touring is going to have power seats. The LX and EX have cloth seating without power seats. So I'm just going to start from the left and work my way to the right. So this right here actually connects straight to here. It'll take you to your Honda sensing features. Let's see here. I'll just hit the home button here. So you've got a lot of things you can actually adjust on the left side. So this kind of combines Accord technology with Civic technology. It's pretty neat how they do it. So if you're familiar with both those vehicles, you're going to see a lot of similarities between the two. And in terms of interior, it's honestly going to lean more to Accord, which is awesome because that's actually one of our best-selling vehicles ever. See, there's a lot of different things you can put on here. Like you can put it on your navigation. I mean, you got the compass right there. And whenever you put it, when you put a destination in, it'll actually put your turn-by-turn instructions. So again, a lot of cool things you can put on there, and then you can always put that on there. So when you're slowing down, you're going to see the green light up for charging. It's going to charge your battery. That's regenerative braking. So the motors that I was talking about, that double up as a transmission, they're actually charging your battery at that point. And then the blue is when you're accelerating and you're putting more power down. once you get a certain height of power on there, you have to have your engine on for it, because again, it is hybrid. Honda Sensing, lane keep assist, helps you stay in the middle of your lane on long trips. Adaptive cruise control lets you adjust your cruise control automatically based on the vehicles in front of you. Cruise control's right there. Connect your phone, make calls, use voice commands from your phone. It's pretty awesome. So here we've got a touch screen that you can actually adjust things, move them where you want them. Yeah, which you play with that as you want. There's all kinds of different ways you can arrange that. Honda Link, which is awesome because there's a lot of Honda Link features that are available on this. So, navigation, I mean, you've got your Bluetooth. Power flow is really interesting. If you actually touch the screen. Yeah. So, that's interesting. We have it set for kilometers. That's kind of funny. Well, what this is, it's telling you, your fuel mileage is telling you how far you can go, and then as you're driving, it'll tell you where your power is going to, where's it from. So right now we're idling, and the engine's actually charging the battery in the car, which is really interesting. Now coming down this way, I'll put it back on home real quick. So again, you've got a lot of different things you can do on that screen. Really good display. We have a volume knob. Nobody likes to not have one. I personally prefer having the knob. That's just me. Heated seats, 3 levels. Now here we've got 2 slots for Apple CarPlay. Now conveniently, there is a pretty good sized phone slot here. You can just set your phone in, get a short cord to plug your phone in, and then you can put your phone GPS on there, your phone voice commands, all that good stuff. We've got brake hold, which is my favorite feature. So whenever you come to a complete stop and you have this turned on, your vehicle will hold itself in place. So that is incredible. I love it in my CR-V. Now here we've got the push button transmission. It's interesting how the push button transmission is really stepping in. So what's nice about it, I can feel all these buttons. I don't know exactly where I'm at. I know the front is park, the second is reverse, the third is neutral, and then this one is drive, and then some of our vehicles will say D/S, love a sport mode, but that is not applicable on this one. The sport mode is here. So when you have the sport mode on, it's actually going to optimize your transmission for, or excuse me, not your transmission. It's going to optimize your suspension. I don't know where transmission came from. It's actually going to make it a little bit more tight, and you actually hit corners a little better. Now the sport mode is only truly usable in the touring. The other ones will just kind of change how your vehicle will shift and accelerate. You also, when you put sport mode on, you're going to hear more engine. So I just turned it off. I heard less engine. You probably can't hear it through the camera. But you turn sport mode on, it's going to use all the power it has. Now we've got EV mode, which is going to make it... Okay, so if you have enough charge, it'll actually switch to all electric. And it'll focus on making sure you do that more often. Then you've got a general economy button, which will pull power from your AC. It'll change your shift points a little bit, and it also decreases or it dampens your throttle response. So if you've got a lead foot like I do, you might want to just leave that on. So there's a lot of technology in here, but surprisingly, it's pretty straightforward, easy to use. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Comfortable steering wheel, push button start. Really, really awesome vehicle. So something I have not shown you is the back seat. So this seat is pretty far back. Like actually really far back. It's probably way too far back, honestly. But yeah, that's probably about where you're going to see most people, unless you're goofy like me. And there's a lot of space back here. Even with this seat being really far back, I'm pretty comfortable. I really am. I've got plenty of headroom. Again, you may have seen my other videos, but I'm 6'1", 220 pounds. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable. Yeah, got cup holders here, / armrest. Comfortable vehicle, gets amazing fuel mileage, and this vehicle just looks fantastic. I mean, average 48 miles to the gallon has seriously just never looked this good. I mean, this looks incredible. Of course, if you want to get that 4 more miles to the gallon, you could always drop a couple of the fancy features. But hey, again, my name is Silas Phillips. I'm over here at Victory Honda of Muncie. Again, this is our 2019 Honda Insight. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this. Again, any questions, leave a comment below, or you can give me a call, 765-337-8737. Thank you so much.